Prime Minister Woklokam, so let me ask him. Thank you, Mr. Assistant Speaker. Question belum me like asking go to Prime Minister. Thank God that as I was about to ask the question, refer a question to Minister Masere, the Prime Minister walks in, so I think it's timely for me to bring this question to our Prime Minister. For the Minister, Minister Masere, to take note. Minister Blow, Attorney General, to take note as well. Prime Minister, my question is in regards to the command role update. So first time, like talk thank you, Minister Masere. I think in the last few months you have been pushing the electronic voting system, biometric system program. Now, good luck. That's all. My question to the Prime Minister, few questions to the Prime Minister. What is your fallback plan, Prime Minister and the government, in the event that the biometric system or electronic voting system fails? Number two, we have approximately 18 months to go. Now, I'm looking at update, blow common role. We cannot leave it until last minute. We have seen a lot of failed elections. Now we cannot leave the update of the common role until last minute. What guarantee can you provide to our voters and our citizens to be assured of a fair and free elections with an honest and true and updated record of our common role? Prime Minister, you miss also plenty time, or line law running elections blame me, or also using special circumstances, law declaring plenty or leaders. I think you must using one plus system tasso. Now this system must be guided by a true and honest voting system. This special circumstance should not be used come 2027 elections. Now, Prime Minister, it's been 3.5 years since elections 2022. Now, plenty of leaders sit down, one time you mean inside law here, all waiting yet. Petitions blow, election petitions blow. Now, it creates a cloud in their minds, whether by continuing delivering services or continue to fight the election petitions in court. Can you also assure those leaders here that those cases can be rolled out quickly so that they can concentrate on service delivery and prepare themselves for election 2027? Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Prime Minister.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Assistant Speaker. Allow him, Opposition Leader, I'll ask him this question. Come, we talk thank you too long. Pray, Opposition Leader, me. I want to acknowledge that this question is very important, and I thank members on both sides of the House who are conscious about the need for a better voting platform for our people. Election, by the way, is not 18 months away. Actually, vote, maybe it's 18 months. The issue of reach is about 14 months away from today. And so this question is pertinent and important. Right in the face of our last full financial year before 2027, I want to impress on all of us as the Treasurer goes into budget preparation. We intend to allocate a substantial chunk to the Electoral Commission in 2026 to step up its game to prepare for 2027 elections year in advance instead of lumping up everything in the election year. This is to honor our commitment to our people when we formed this government in August 2022. We promised that when we come to 2027 election, we must have a better voting environment, a better platform to run the national general elections so that our people get to exercise their constitutional Section 50 rights to vote free from undue influence, free from a defective process, including a common role that is weak with lesser or tainted integrity in the common role we have. So I want to give assurance to this Parliament through the question by the esteemed opposition leader that our government will make it our business to tidy the election platforms, including common role. I want to indicate to this country that the census has winded up. The census is the figures is being tidied. We were able, and commendations to Minister Masare, despite many slandering that does come from the opposition and the community. Minister Masare, under short time and a far lesser allocation, has rallied to complete our census. At completion date, the census number stood at 10.1 million people enumerated in our country. The rationale of stating the census number is to bridge the census figure to the common roll. Mr. Deputy Assistant Speaker, it no got sense. Suppose census, it took display place house line, population 1 million, but common roll, I beg your pardon, population 100,000, but common roll you may get, 100,000, sorry, 1,000, but common roll you may get 2,000. Because common roll population only 18 years to above. And so we are trying to make the constitutional link between National Statistics Office as well as Electoral Commission. So the data are speaking to one another. We have one population database that underpins use of population statistics to roll out common roll or any other work that government agencies may want to deploy or use. We want to arrive at one person, one vote, one ballot paper in 2027. That is the focus. And Minister Masare and myself and the whole of government is preparing to make sure 2026 is used as a preparation year for elections so that 2027 there's less stress and we run into the election more prepared than the past. Mr. Assistant Speaker, just look at the literature we have. It is not only 2022 election that was accused of lack of proper preparation. 2017, 2012, 2027, and pass. But past is past. We want to clean up, and I want to appeal to all of us. All of us sit as chair of our District Development Authority. All of us sit as chair of the Provincial Executive Council. And take an interest in this national function next year. When the common role update is being progressed, take a look at it with absolute clarity, with no self-interest. Let us assist, and the population census will be the benchmark. If this constituency, if this ward, if this LNG, if this district has this population census, are quota relevant, and I just give you an indication of the 10.1 million people census established, just a little over 4 million are under the age of 17, from 0 to 17, or 1 day to 17, rather. So that gives us a snapshot on what are the voting age population in our country. We will use this. I want to indicate the continued use of the Special Parliamentary Committee on Review on Election, chaired by Governor Baird. He sits on the opposite side, but it is important we have a bipartisan approach in this, so that every opportunity is given for the country to know the platform in which the 2027 election will be staged and run, giving fair opportunity for all political parties, all candidates to contest, and the outcome of the election is a people-based outcome, and whoever receives Section 6 invitation at the end of 2027 election has been received at the backdrop of a cleaning up that we commit to do in 2022. And so the work will be big in 2026. As we delivered census in 2025, we program to deliver a better common role. Our focus remains in the biometric. And I want to ask our country, fear not the biometric. The world today is operating on ID system now. We can't help, but that's the way it is. And so at 2027, we want an ID-based voting. If it is not biometric ID, then some form of ID must be used. And we want to invest resource into this space so that one person, one vote can be arrived at the earliest. I want to indicate in the hinterlands, for instance, or the outer islands, because of some instance, especially up in the highlands where it's one-day polling. One-day polling in the highlands, circumstances have created. How do you expect, for instance, a helicopter that drops in a ballot paper in a mountainous, cloud-covered area, the ballot papers to be picked up at 2 o'clock in the afternoon because helicopter must come in at daylight time, because the entire security and polling team will move to the next province the next day. So the construct has been in such a state where you're in a mad rush one day in one province, next day in another province, has created a situation where sometimes you have mad rush for the ballot as people line up to take a vote. We've studied this from established reports from the Commonwealth election observers, from others who've done studies in the elections that we've held in our country, 10 elections thus far. They've established that we need to clean up the voting process. It is our commitment, our gift at our nation's 50th to the preservation of a democracy, a better voting platform in 2027. And I want to ask all sides of the House, let's work together in this, and so that people's choice in 2027 is established as to who they want at the local areas, the province, or combined at the formation of government post-2027 election. So, in summary, to bring me to a conclusion, full assurance.
Prime Minister, you have a point of order.
Thank you, Assistant Speaker. My point of order to the Prime Minister is a good opposition leader ask on the special circumstances and also the election petition. What is his undertaking as a government? How is he going to mitigate those issues that we always face after election, which he hasn't responded?
Honorable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I'm coming to the conclusion of my response, and I'm happy with the anxiety and excitement by the Deputy Opposition Leader to allow me to enlighten on the special circumstances. The Electoral Commissioner, by the way, has powers for special circumstances declaration, but we want to eliminate this environment in which he makes special circumstance declaration. And common role and ID-based voting, in my view, deep inside has a very big response to the issue of one-day polling that does cause mad rush for polling, papers coming in, counting, and sometimes creating room for special circumstances declarations, or special circumstances or discretionary power of the Electoral Commission anyway. I want to also indicate to raise this question, there's a change coming in the Electoral Commission leadership. And right in the Electoral Commission leadership, the incumbent has reached retirement age of 60, and so the Electoral Commission Appointments Committee has set. The opposition leader is part of that committee, and so we've sat and looked into circumstances around this one, and we're working through the process. Something I want to assure this country, in a nation that is hotly contested in the public space about who should be Prime Minister or who should be in government, this administration of Pangu. We bettered this country at 1975. We are serious about cleaning the process so that the exercise of democratic rights in 2027 can be staged by everyone. And I want to offer a counsel to all of us. Contest the elections fair and square and hard. Contest and those right candidates. We will clean up the process in 2027. Common role cleaning up will be the big part of this. Please Let's not taint the process. Let's all assist. I want to ask our people out there, starting from your village, the ward, when common roll is being updated, make sure you have an interest in this. Don't show no interest and you front up at the voting place and feel that you should be voting. Have an interest. It is your right. Tell the councillor, my name should be on. Tell the district administrator, my name should be on. Make sure you enlist and enroll. Get an ID, so keep a lookout in this space. Minister Masare, assisted by myself, will be on at the front foot 2026 to get the common roll sorted out once and for all. And we carry the process. It may include a form of NID. If it is not biometric, a form of NID, but certainly common roll will be tidied, and all of us contest in an election in 2027 that is fair for all of us. Thank you too much. God bless.